yours. You all look like you've been surviving on nothing but ale and dirt over. Oh, hey there. Hi, my name's Adah, but please, you can call me Mom.
My name is Perinealtes. I'm the man at the front of the party, killing monsters and achieving glory, while leaving the puzzle solving to the gentleman who looked like the cameraman, aka Nerds.
Hey.
Yes, hello.
I am so excited to be here. My name is Tympani Dryroot. I am the president and sole surviving member of the Shadowfell Board of Tourism.
I'm the moral center of my party. I keep us on track and I make sure we don't get into too much trouble. It's a thankless job, but someone's gotta do it.
I'm Shadowfell, the realm's most talented bard, human, elf, or otherwise. How do I know? Because my daddy tells me so.
I am so excited to be here with you today to talk about the Shadowfell, a demi-plane of darkness that is so near and dear to where my heart used to be.
Hey there, sweetie. I'm so sorry. You just got a little something. No, come here. I got a little thing in my... No, come here. I got this in my bag. Look, you look like you've been eating the dirt and playing in it. Isn't he so handsome? Oh, come on. Give him a smile. There he is.
I'm looking for information. You see, I was spending the night with my girlfriend, and she gave me a sizable task only suitable enough for a sizable man such as myself. To find the Klee Tauris!
Oh, it's pronounced clitoris?
Ha! What would you know, lady?
Now, perhaps you think to yourself, I don't want to be eaten by werewolves, or I don't want to be exsanguinated by a vampire, and maybe you're not, because what is worth it are well-known artisanal jams. Oh, can't you just risk it all for this little biscuit? Mmm, tasty.
Look at you. You are wasting away. When was the last time you ate a real meal? Here, I got something just for that. Ugh, here, I got you some soup. Oh, go ahead, eat it. Eat it.
One night I was into my cups lamenting the stagnation of my quest, when a friendly bar wench drew me a map to it. Apparently it's at the tip of a canyon called the Labia Majora.
I am now accepting applications to be in my new party. All you need are 3 references and a cover letter describing why I should let you join me on all my fabulous adventures.
The Shadowfell is full of artisans who make handcrafted goods, things like haunted quilts or cursed carvings, or a personal favorite of mine. We have one artist who uses all local goat's blood, and what she does is she paints portraits which will capture your immortal soul for all of time. I mean, are you kidding me? I'll take 2!
So I went to the local cartographer and compared his maps to mine. After looking at mine more closely, he looked at me with knowing eyes, patted me on the back, and whispered into my ear, "My wife had to show me where it was too, lad." That's when I knew it was bad. Even a good Scottish man couldn't find the Klee Tauris.
Oh, Jesus, what a fucking hard ass.
I'm sorry. What did you say? You come here right now. I'm gonna wash your mouth out with soap. We do not use that kind of language in my house.
It's creative juices.
You come here.
My first adventuring party did not work out. I think they were jealous of me. Not because of my legendary talent, but because they would trudge town to town, and I traveled via palanquin, as one of my talent deserves.
Last year, we tried to get people to visit the Shadowfell in autumn to do sort of a leaf tour, see all of the leaves change, but once we saw what those leaves changed into, it was,
Sickened with grief, I relieved my tension that night by fornicating with a stable hand. While doing so, he instructed me to hit his prostate. And I thought to myself, well, great, now I have a secondary quest.
At our very first dungeon, they asked me to lead the charge, obviously. So I performed the customary 2 hours of vocal warm-ups.
And you leave it in there. Oh, don't you start laughing. I got soap in here for both of you.
people are always surprised when they find out that we have a thriving local music scene here in the Shadowfell. But we do. And you know, it's a funny story. It started with a miscommunication. One of our vampires was having an open mic night, and my gosh, we lost so many mics that way.
And if ye be watching right now, prostate, ye be warned. For I will find you no matter the tight hole you've crept in, and I will give you a great, mighty poke.
This year, we are offering Valentine's Day getaway packages, with the thought that it is just like going to a scary movie. Sure, not everybody survives the night, but those couples that do, that is a one-way ticket to Bonetown, know what I mean?
Paladin, paladin, warlock, warlock, paladin, warlock, warlock.
There, now your mouth wasn't made for such filthy language. Now, you sit in the corner and think about what you've done.
Oh, but I have to.
What did I just say?
In the afterglow, I asked the stable hand what he knew about the location of the Klee Tauris. He said, "Not much. It's not well I'm into." But he asked me to ask my mother. My own mother!
Bonetown, coincidentally, is actually a thriving community here in the Shadowfell, full of our many skeleton friends and neighbors. The cuisine there is still developing, is a way to say it, but if you like the taste of human flesh, if that is what makes your tongue dance, oh boy, I'll have what he's having, am I right?
I rode swiftly to my mother's house and confronted her, shouting, "Mother! Treachery of the highest order. I know you know I don't know where the Klee Tauris is, but that ends now, and you will tell me."
Now what do we say? Your mother did not spend a 6th level spell slot on Hero's Feast for an ungrateful child.
Thank you.
There we go, sweetheart. Now was it so hard?
You know, actually, off the record, if you don't mind, I'd like to leave some pamphlets with you about the Shadowfell in case you want to visit yourself, you know, Mr. Cameraman. So, for example, you might want to, you know, my mom made this for me, may she rot in hell.
She calmed me down and assured me, "Son, your father couldn't find it either, laddie." Apparently, this mythical beast has been plaguing my family for generations.
I confidently march in, and then the door shuts and locks behind me. And then I hear the fighter scream, "Enjoy the feast!" Now, I've been to feasts, and this was no feast.
This is for protection, maybe bring that, but this one is for spicing, so don't ever mix the two up. Maybe
I don't want to go to bed.
You need rest after a hot meal, sweetheart. Shh. Lullaby and good night.
So here I am, begging for information. Please, if you have any information on the location of the Klee Tauris or prostate, contact Creative Juices 7. No! What?
No!
Do you have like a P.O. box or something?
Luckily, my peasants were able to open the door after only 2 full days. Oh, and thank goodness. Because I was starting to experience what I've heard other people call discomfort.
There's my little angel. Sweetheart, put your brother to bed for me.
Oh, he's not my Yes, Mom!
You're telling me you've known where it was the whole time? Well, where is it? Tell me!
Should we just tell him?
Dude, it's at the tip of your girlfriend's vagina.
How do you know that? You're a nerd!
See, I know we had it here. We had this made special, so you just go ahead and take. Are you too good for it or something? Listen, I know that many people, they have this perception that anything that comes out of the Shadowfell is dangerous or going to kill you or curse you, but I assure you, this one is not. So just take it and don't read it under the light of a blood moon.
Please mail all application materials to my daddy's house. Or if you're nearby, you can just slip it in our mailbox. You can't miss him. He's a peasant with a rustically large mouth.
Now that the kids are asleep, what do you all do for fun around here? Mama needs to let loose.
Mom! She's wearing my helmet!
Don't make me come up there!
Picture it. You are finally in the Shadowfell. You are walking our cobblestone streets. The flickering torchlight illuminates the dead branches above as they claw at the cold, uncaring stars. In the woods, you hear the distant wail of a monster, and you pray it hasn't caught a scent of you. And you will think to yourself, boy, am I glad I didn't book that trip to Ohio.
Great mighty poke.
That you try are very famous. Oh my god.
I brought granola bars. Fuck. I also brought other things.
To be in my new party. Please. You became a new character.
Oh shit. Can you hold soap better?
Of my mother and confronted her, shouting,
Talking about these places that I love so much.
So melt!
So much!
Because of a generation of my daddy.
Welcome to the 6 o'clock Faerun News. There's a pile up on the Clear Coast Way.
All them goblins just piling up with level 1 adventurers. And now we third the thing with sports.